Well, hello again, YouTube. It's Petey Two Finger. I hope you're enjoying. It's Sunday here. Throughout today's video, I'm going to be playing minor technical difficulties from the albums playlist. There is a whole bunch of music for you, dedicated to my friend the Gutten, a little black cat with a white power source and a heart of gold. A deeper bond of love and true affection has never been felt between man and beast. I still love you and I will never forget you, my best friend, Gusty. If you're like me, well, I remember playing in a band with this guy and he said, I don't listen to music like you do. You have a much more obsessive relationship with the music you listen to. Defining oneself as a music person should not require the ability to shred up and down the end of a guitar fretboard, but it would be nice. Music people come in all shapes and sizes, just like music's uncanny ability, its subjectivity, its greatest beauty. That being said, one could draw a line. I could certainly release a 45-minute MP3 of static and call it a noise masterpiece. Ultimately, if you're here, there's a good chance you know what's good. You know where that line is drawn, and you very well may be a music person. You may even be able to shred up and down the neck of a guitar, and I applaud you. When I run into something that I find has value, and this is rare in today's day and age. You know, if you know me personally, you know I have this back injury, chronic pain thing. It's difficult for me to get around. I don't really wash well. I smell. My life for the past 20 or so years has been on this couch. We didn't do TV. I got rid of TV when they went from analog to digital. So it's pretty much just YouTube, and finding content I can really relate to become more and more challenging. When I find something of value, of course I would like to pass this on to you. I consider, of course, if you're watching this Petey Two Finger channel, you're a music person. So I'm going to want to share whatever I find that I think is value and is good. Pass that along to you. Now, at times, it feels unnatural, it feels unhealthy, like I'm twisting someone's arm, like I'm driving the bus. And by driving the bus, I mean the Dirty Harry school bus. So in a complete selfless spirit, I'm here today. I spent my whole day on this video in an attempt to make it good. Support to promote the record junkies. The record junkies, John Ross Bowie and Brendan Smith. Available on ViewTube. Of course, I kid. See how that works? I've got my crack editing squad. Kita, you want a treat? When you think music podcast, well, I think, F-sharp Mixolydian, and then he pulled a quick one when he went to B-flat Mixolydian. Ha ha! Tingled my ivory, got my dopamine receptors tweaked. This is not that. This is Record Junkies. This is not that either. This is Record Junkies. I spy with my little eye. You see anything out of place here? What is that in the closeout vid? Is that a copy of Petey Two Finger? Is that the album? It had a dozen commercials claiming it was going to be metal up your rectum, all of this heavy metal, no drum machine, all analog, all vacuum tube. And then when the album dropped, it was all acoustic. Way to alienate your fan, Petey. Brendan Smith. Now, let's see if we can learn more about our record junkies today. The red hash marks indicate a lack of validity. Did this guy ever hail from Chicago? Does he live in Los Angeles? I do know, yes, the man is a bona fide Zappa pal. Bona fide Amit Zappa wingman or bestie, 100% music guy. Lock him in a room with the best of them. And I mean, this dude, he knows the venues, he's seen the shows, and I've never seen anyone with this amazing ability to quickly summate a Wikipedia page and regurgitate. Oh no, I'm kidding. Please, you gotta understand, please guys, this irreverent thing is something that I saw in Frank. Something that I see in Amit, and it's not to be taken offense. This is love. This is I love you. Now, when these photographs were being taken, apparently there was some sort of a reproductive or some male ceremony of measurement. I'm not exactly sure. Is it Jonathan Ross Bowie or is it John Ross Bowie? Either way, I think I recognize that dude. And yes, over 100 film and television appearances, including the Bazingas Gang, the Big Gang. He is on NBC's Big Gang television, the one with the Bazingas, with the Roseanne Barr's offspring, and the nerd, the beautiful Kelly Cuckoo. I'm cuckoo for Coco nerds. The Crip Key, the Crip Keister, the Meister of the Crip himself, not to be confused with the Stepsisters or the Hangover. But he was the drug trip guy. He was in the movie Drug Trip, and the life-changing role of a lifetime as Cavendice in the Jumanji franchise. Jonathan, or is it John Ross Bowie? Either way, confidently stating that he's beyond any known form of measurement. Look at this. Look at that, will ya? And finally, but not leastly, our last contestant in the measurement game, we have an apparent loser, Amit Zappa, known and loved universally for his amazing ability to summit peanut butter out of the thin air. Apparently got the short end of the draw in the measurement competition. Apparently, but we don't want to implicate or institute any legal hearsay or malicious intent. This guy's packing Sheltingas. Now, let me be frank. This guy, what can I say about? It's just, couldn't he have taken better care of his health? Gone way too soon, but never forgotten. What can I say? You know, I will say the apple didn't far fall. Reverse that. Amit operates his Rock Tales franchise, and this is how I came to know his apparent buddy and friend, as we can see from this obvious photo bomb. Brendan Smith. They call him Brando. Brendan. B-R-E-N-D-A-N. Brendan becomes Brando. And boy, have I been misspelling his name and thinking his name was different, which caused so much confusion for me and still does. It's funny, when Amit was a young person, they may have been, you know how kids are in the playground, and Amit rhymes with a certain bodily function, and he decided he wanted to change his name to Rick. So the common denominator here we got a record junkie, here we got a rocktail, and here we got a rocktail, And here we got a special guest on the Record Junkie. So not to be confused. This guy's on both shows. This guy appeared as a guest one time, as they say. And I'm going to put the link in the description for Record Junkies because we don't want to get confused watching Petey's confusing video. But it does take a village, as they say. Here we can see the B-Man, Brendan himself, the music person. We see the Peanut Butter Fairy, the Peanut Butter Wizard himself. And then it takes a village. There's actually more people. We have Naughty Gordy, the man behind the digital curtain. Pay no attention to the Gordon behind the curtain. And then we have Richard Helter Skelter Sheltinga. It shows over at 8:30, and it's my job to hang up on you. And I love my job, Sheltinga. Richard Helter Skelter Sheltinga. Funniest guy with the most cheerful disposition and patience. You can set a clock. You can literally set your clock. I'm on Helter Sheltinga time. Not to be confused with. You're getting in on the ground here. We're talking. Oh, look who it is. I wasn't even aware. They have the D-Man and Steve Aggie. Holy cow. I have some catching up to do. Look at that. I know that dude. It's not John. I almost thought it was the Strawberry Fields Forever. Yes, please. Spinelli, I'll have more of that. Of course I'll take a unibrow with my coffee. Amy, man, oh man, am I happy that I am about to click over and watch some Lilith there, greatest hits, and Dietrich, battered to the bone. It's just funny, I'm looking here and thinking, I'm getting hungry for Cheetos. Is it just me, or did Amit spend a little too long under the heat lamp? Kita, can you get a, what do they call that, a lookup table or some kind of color correction VSTI? Oh, Kita Bobitin, that's not nice. Uncle Amit's not a cow. He's not a cyborg either, Kita. Okay, now I've seen it all. Ultimately, guys, you know what to do. The link's in the doobly-doo. I don't know what a bio is. We Googled, my wife actually fired up her phone today and looked to try and figure out what a bio is. The links are supposedly in the bio. I'm old-fashioned. I have a tower PC, and I'm putting my links in the description, doggy. So definitely check out the Record Junkies Amit Zappa special guest appearance. You guys are gonna dig it. It's fun, it's funny, it's for music people, it's informative, it's entertaining, it's infotainment of the highest caliber. I kid you not. So pop on over to the Funky Monkey Record Junkies. You don't have to tell them Petey sent you. You don't have to pop over to the Petey Two Finger playlist of the imaginary albums and listen to 02022020. You don't have to listen to Tender Moments, the album of love songs. You don't have to listen. Speaking of Soft Tales, check out that Tender Moments album. You don't have to listen to digitally delayed. Get it? Do you get it? You don't have to listen to Honky Paradise. You don't have to listen to Can't Compete. You don't have to listen to Semantical Nightmare. You definitely don't have to listen to Thin Skinned. You don't have to listen to Hokum. You don't have to listen to Last Buzz on Earth. You don't have to listen to Bassist Christ, and you don't have to listen to Unmitigated Audacity. Before I let you go, bonus round, ding, 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 ding. Now, there's not going to be any link in the doobly-doo for Dweezil. You are music people. You can head over to his channel and find it. Dweezil was at the Metropole. This is the Holland Orchestra. The state pays these musicians. Their reputation will be the finest musicians in the world, and they can handle a snot-nosed, loudmouth guitar player with a Marshall. They can handle a rock band. They've got the chops to prove it. A bunch of people, big-name guitar players, fancy schmancy people have played at the Metropole, including Yngwie Malmsteen, Steve Vai. Adrian Belew wrote a whole thing called E for Orchestra, and they performed that. It's my favorite music DVD of all time. I've seen Adrian Belew more times than any other musician, and it's a lot. I've seen Belew performing live a ridiculous amount of times. I've also seen Steve Vai, and I'm going to see Mike Keneally, so it's like the trifecta of Frank's guitar players is going to be complete. And I saw Dweezil, and it was unbelievable. Now, I've heard people say things like no matter how hard Dweezil Zappa tries, he will never become his father. And that broke my heart, because my Dweezil Zappa has a sincerity and a likableness that his father didn't have. And he also is completely different in his approach on guitar. That being said, Frank was something really unique in his guitar playing and really special. And I think that's where that person was coming from. But I still, it didn't change the way I felt when I saw him performing live, which was really incredible. Like, I may have minimalized it at one point when I was on the phone on Rocktails. I was like, yeah, he just stood there with his hat on and he didn't move around. But it was unbelievable. It was so good. And like the solos were so long, like he did not stop soloing. And for me, that's why I paid for the ticket. You know, I'm not waiting for the next song. I wish people had the guts to solo like Dweezil did. And the audio, the sounds, the patches were unbelievable. Ring modulator, changing the carrier frequency, no problem. That's been 3 minutes of that. Let me kick on my through zero flanger and then turn it to mono and make the sound go up to the top of the venue somehow. I still scratching my head how they did that. So Dweezil played at the Metropole. That DVD is going to be coming out eventually. For now, you can watch this guy, Clo D. Chloe. Clo D. Chloe. Now, he was Frank's personal friend. He used to interview Frank. He would sit down and roll a tape. You know, click the little tape machine. And he would ask Frank a question, and he would not interrupt Frank. If you've ever seen an interview with Zappa where it's like some MTV guy or girl, Frank is pretty short with them and pretty cold. He was friends with this guy, and this guy got the skinny. Like, he got a bunch of tape of Frank giving it up. And that became a book. The book is called Frank & Co., Frank and Company, like Frank and C.O., and that's this guy's name, C.O., Clo D. Chloet. Clo D. Chloe is his name. I do not know how to pronounce that. D. Chloe! Is that how you pronounce it? So, Dweezil did an interview at the Metropole with Co., and this is an hour long. It's 58 minutes. It's up now. It just came out 3 or 4 days ago. And it's excellent. When I say this is the gold I dig, these are the stories, the tales from the tour bus, the legends, the overdose stories, the stories about the hooker who didn't get paid, the drummer from the Drovers burnt down Shank Hall with a Virginia Slim 100 menthol light. This is the gold I dig. And you will find some significant nuggets in this Zappa Stories You Never Heard Dweezil Zappa interview from Chloe. I lied. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this one. You know what to do. I will never ask you for much, but I am going to ask that you head over to the Record Junkies and subscribe. But more importantly, of course, is that you hug your pets. If you don't have a pet, the next time you have a chance, I'm going to ask you to be kind to an animal. And I greet you with the holy word of peace.